Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata First. You're watching FRP Explains. I'm frankrausanpereira. Since you're here, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon and share the video as well so that more people get to know about Bharata First. Let me also inform you about Bharata First Knowledge Center, a learning experience like none other which will transform the way you learn and also make you a better Bharatiya. 26 courses in all are offered at the Knowledge Center, all tailor-made for your competitive exams journey. Go to kc.bharatafirst.com for more details. Hundreds are reaping the benefits of the Knowledge Center. Many of them who have cleared UPSC, CSE this year as well have thanked the Knowledge Center and Bharata First for their success. So don't wait any longer. Don't miss out. Go to kc.bharatafirst.com and register right now. Right then, I'm here to talk about global brands that courted controversy. Well, brands like, it started off with the Korean brand Hyundai or Hyundai, like some of us would like to call it, then percolated down to other automobile brands like Honda, Toyota, Maruti Suzuki as well, and even the food brands like Domino's and KFC. Now, handles, Twitter handles, social media handles from these companies that were handled out of Pakistan came out with some comments and statements supporting the separatist movement in Kashmir. That is just not done. All of these companies subsequently have come out and apologized, profusely apologized and said sorry and said that India means a lot to them. They have been doing business in India for decades and whatever has happened is a fault and they are sorry for it. And they said that they did not have anything to do with it directly, but in some way or the other, dealers, Pakistan-based dealers of these companies who are handling the social media handles came out with these posts. Now, they have said that they have all taken corrective measures and will ensure that such kind of incidents do not happen again. Same is the case with the food brands as well. Now, there are two things here. One, of course, this has created quite a bit of a diplomatic stir really as far as these brands and their home countries are concerned. For instance, India immediately called upon the ambassador of South Korea in New Delhi and spoke to him and took it up diplomatically as well. The foreign minister of South Korea himself had to apologize for the entire incident and for everything that had happened. Now, if this had happened a few years ago, we wouldn't have seen this kind of an apology, this kind of a profuse apology really as far as these foreign brands and foreign companies are concerned. It says two things. One, India is a very important market for all these players, and two, India's stature at the global level has risen and risen how, and that is why India is being taken seriously, and definitely the market angle is one of the biggest aspects to consider here. So it has created some kind of a diplomatic issue really as far as India and South Korea are concerned. Let's not forget, India and South Korea have had very robust and warm ties. Some of the other companies like Toyota, of course, hailing from the home country of Japan, we've had incredible ties with Japan too. So some kind of a problem really, but I definitely believe that this is not going to be a long-term problem. It is just a small flash in the pan, so to speak. Our ties go much beyond all of this, and India is a very integral partner to Japan and South Korea. We've seen, Samsung opening its biggest premises here in India, just a few kilometers away from Delhi in Noida as well. So clearly, ties are not going to be upset, but it's an irritant nonetheless, and we could have done without it. Could it be a deliberate ploy or a deliberate attempt by certain sections of the society in Pakistan to deliberately put a thorn in the flesh really as far as our bilateral ties with some of these countries like Japan and South Korea are concerned? That is something to ponder about as well. But nonetheless, the apologies have been made. I think a lot of damage has been done as far as these foreign companies are concerned too. Several media reports, spoke about how many of them who had booked for Hyundai cars immediately went ahead and cancelled those orders. We saw some people driving around in their cars with boards at the back of the car, on the at the rear windshield, talking about how they are ashamed to be driving that car, but because they cannot afford to buy a new car or another car, they have to continue to drive the car, and so on and so forth. So we saw a lot of these things on social media, on Twitter especially, and the backlash has been quite intense. But I hope it's a lesson for all these international brands to ensure that such an incident does not happen else once again. They have to have proper measures in place to ensure that these kind of things do not come in the way of India and any of the other nations. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of FRP Explains. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share the video as well. And well, that's it from me. See you again next time.